Hello everyone and welcome to episode 6 of the Avakin Community Podcast. My name's Adam. I'm joined today by the wonderful Sylvia.
Hello everyone.
And today we are going to blow your mind as always.
Okay, so we are adding a new segment to today's podcast, a special AMA segment, which a lot of you have requested quite a lot. And we're going to answer different questions coming from a lot of different social media platforms. We're going to have a special interview with one of our featured creators, and it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have a new chapter of the Avakin Chronicles with the wonderful George, followed by our Avakin News and Hot Topic segments.
This is going to be awesome. Let's go. We are very excited to have one of our featured creators on the podcast today, Wolf Lee. You might know her from her Avakin Top 10s and Reddit Watch series on YouTube, but she also has tons of amazing content on her own channels. She's incredibly talented and an awesome person, so we can't wait to ask her some questions and get to know her better. Welcome, Wolf Lee.
Hello, thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So we're happy to have you here. So what we have for you today is some pretty fun Avakin questions. I'm sure everyone will be really curious to know what your answers will be. So yeah, make sure you play along, guys, and let us know how you would respond to these questions in the comments down below.
Okay, let's go. Right. What is one Avakin hairstyle you would love to be able to rock in real life?
Oh, this isn't a hard one because, as you know, I do a couple of hair tutorial videos. I had trouble deciding, but I'm gonna have to say the Tunisia from Front Row. It's got a lot of braids in it, and the reason I wouldn't necessarily rock this in real life myself is because I have really long hair, so it would take me a really long time to braid my hair. But if I could, this would be the hairstyle that I would like to wear in real life.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is another hard question. Not necessarily Avakin related, but here we go. Would you rather never be able to eat pizza again or never be able to eat chocolate?
Wow, you guys really have it in for me today. So pizza is one of my favorite foods, as is chocolate. I'm gonna have to go with giving up pizza, unfortunately. Chocolate is too near and dear to my heart for me to give up.
Oh, no.
I understand. I think
chocolate.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
I'm totally team pizza on this one.
What?
Yeah.
Quite
Oh
cool.
no.
You could put the chocolate on the pizza. It could be cool. You could make some kind of weird hybrid combo thing. Or,
I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yes. Okay. If you had to choose one Avakin brand that best represents your style, which one would it be and why?
So going through my closet not long ago, I realized I have a lot of black, not just in real life, but also in game. So I'm gonna have to say Delirious Squid. As much as I want to venture out from just black as a color palette to my life, I always end up going back to it. So Delirious Squid is definitely the brand that I feel best represents me.
Yeah, we can so relate. I think both me and Adam are like
Representing edgy goths all
just
around the world.
nodding along.
That's great.
Yep.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, cool. So next question. What is one petkin that you would love to own in real life?
See, I would go with the obvious and choose one of the wolves from in-game, but honestly, I feel like the Stallion of Love would be so much fun to have in real life. I feel like it would be a sassy animal, and it definitely would probably cheer me up on days when I could use a laugh.
That is such a good answer.
That's cute.
I'm completely down for Instagram profile just for the Stallion of Love. I think it.
Yeah. Oh
The
yes,
the
that would
adventures
definitely
of-
kick off.
If we can get like a comic artist to do the feed for us, that would be so awesome.
That would be epic.
Okay, if you had to live in one Avakin apartment or social spot for the rest of your life, which one would you pick?
Oh, again with the hard questions. I'm gonna have to go with the Alley Vista apartment. It's got a little bit of most of the things I enjoy. It's got a pool. It's got the beautiful high vaulted ceilings. It's got an amazing view of like the sunset going down over LA, and it's also nestled in the mountains, which I also enjoy. So that would probably be the home that I would choose for that.
Wow.
What a great answer. I knew you were going to be a great guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, from the start.
So,
yeah, we're pretty much almost at the end. Do you have any shout outs for any of your friends in the Avakin community?
Oh my. The list of people who have supported me and given me words of encouragement is quite a big one, but I'm gonna have to go with my AZP family, which includes my sisters Ghost and Rain and Dre and Bella. One of my friends, Chef Mo, helps me out with a lot of video recording that I do for both videos here on this channel as well as my own. I'm sure he's going to despise that I mentioned his name, but I'm going to do it anyway because he is such a great help.
Awesome.
Cool.
So one more thing just before we go. We hear you're doing a special exclusive stream for Avakin on Game Blast.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us a bit more info about that?
Yes, this is so exciting. So really quick, it's a charity event and it's by Special Effect. And basically they like to put the fun and inclusion back into the lives of people with disabilities by creating special controllers and games and whatnot to help them play video games. I actually discovered this charity through Avakin Life. So the fact that I get to sort of be featured on Twitch's front page, on their front page in the UK, is pretty exciting. And I get to show everybody what Avakin Life is and what it's all about. So I'm super excited for that.
It sounds awesome. So what time are you going to be streaming?
So I will be streaming. The event lasts from the 21st of February to the 23rd of February. I will be streaming all 3 days from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But my Twitch front page kind of debuts, so to speak. I've got a 1 hour slot from 3 to 4 a.m. and that's in GMT. So that's your guys' time zone, right? Or UTC?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be on the 23rd of February.
That is so awesome. So Avakin will be on the front page of the British Twitch
Yes.
period of time.
Crazy.
There's not much Avakin that happens on Twitch, so this is huge. Huge congratulations to you for getting that slot. I bet you're completely
Thank you very
stoked
much.
on this.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. So be sure to check out Wolfley's Twitch stream if you haven't already. She plays Avakin as well as some awesome other games as well. What's your Twitch URL? What's your link?
So my Twitch URL is just twitch.tv/WolfleyX.
WolfleyX as one word.
Yes, as one word.
Awesome. We'll drop the link in the video here as well. Well, it's been brilliant talking to you, Wolfley. Thanks for being such a wonderful guest for the podcast here. If in the meantime, guys, if you haven't checked out Wolfley's content, feel free to check her out on Instagram, on YouTube, also on Twitch, as we just mentioned. Awesome. Back to the podcast. Welcome to Hot Topic, segment where we tell you everything that you need to know about this week's most discussed topics within the community. Today's hot topic is issues with the Valentine's bot event.
Yeah, so we know that some of you got the wrong rewards and weren't able to complete this event. So the issue was actually something very simple. So when one of the rewards was set up, it was actually a different version of the same item. So basically anyone who happened to have bought the original item then wouldn't be able to get this reward. So it's actually something really simple that just happened to mess everything up. So sometimes it's literally something that this small that causes issues. So yeah, something like this can be really difficult to find when our live ops team are testing and just doing last minute checks to make sure that everything's okay. And we know that some of you were actually able to go back and get these rewards anyway, whereas some of you weren't able to get these because you'd already finished the event. But luckily you had the option to go to support and get these rewards anyway. So just to be clear, you can definitely do that if you haven't done so already. Yeah.
We are a live service, so things can break, as Sylvia mentioned. But as soon as we identify an issue, we fix it as soon as we possibly can, even if this happens to be when the Lockwood offices are closed here. We know this kind of issue can be really frustrating for you, but as we're a global product with millions of users, we aren't able to test every aspect of an event beforehand, unfortunately. as we would have to test on thousands of devices and take into account hundreds of thousands of variables. So we do rely quite heavily on your feedback for events like this. We are really grateful to you guys for quickly letting us know that there was an issue. This saved us a lot of time and has allowed us to fix the issue for players that hadn't encountered it yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're also aware of an issue that actually related to the Valentine's Day party. So as we mentioned, there was a free jukebox item that we were supposed to just give out at the event. Unfortunately, there was an issue with the way this item was set up, and once again, it was a very, very just small issue, but it caused a purchase error when you guys tried to pick up the item, and considering the item was supposed to be free, it just meant that you guys couldn't collect it. So please be aware that there is a fix in place for this, and although the team haven't confirmed the details yet, we can assure you that you will receive the item. So yeah, please keep an eye out for any posts or updates on our Reddit forum.
Just to add to what Sylvia's just said, I have actually had confirmation that when we do give this missing item out to people, they will have to log in between a certain time period in order for us to deliver that to you.
Welcome back to the Avakin Chronicles. Now, we always say if you haven't caught up yet, you can catch up with the previous episodes of the Avakin Community Podcast. But if you're ready, let's go. Don't panic, Adam. Go to your happy place, said Ash. Well, I would. If only I could actually remember anything happy, Adam sighed. The house is right there. We can do this, man, Ash said encouragingly. Daisy's infamous London iceberg house stood in front of them. They hesitantly advanced towards it. Careful, whispered Adam. We can't be seen. They stealthily went up the main staircase and crouched behind one of the windows. Can you see anything? Asked Ash. Adam shook his head. Let's try the other side. Look, Ash whispered excitedly. One of the windows is open. We could probably sneak in. Adam whimpered. Ash, we can't. What if Daisy sees us? She's a flower, Adam. She hasn't got any hands. What do you think she's going to do? Adam glared at him. Probably call her minions and ask them to lock us up in the basement? The London Iceberg House doesn't have a basement, actually, but I guess they could lock us up in any of the other rooms. Unsurprisingly, I find myself wanting to go in less and less, said Adam. Ash shook his head. We've come too far, Adam. Also, your right shoulder disappeared while we were having this conversation. What? Adam cried out. Ash sighed. We need to hurry. Adam stuck his head inside the window, looking left and right. Nothing. He slowly climbed in, careful not to make any noise. This must be one of the guest rooms, he whispered, looking around. There was barely any furniture inside. He suddenly turned around, alarmed, as Ash landed on the floor behind him with a loud bang. Ash, he whispered. Sorry. This stupid rug was in the way, said Ash, getting up and brushing dust off his clothes. In my house, all the rugs are in the perfect spot, I can tell you. I don't mean to be rude, but Daisy's decorating skills are... Shush, Adam whispered. I think I hear voices. Ash froze, looking in the door's direction. He could definitely hear someone approaching. Adam, we need to hide, he whispered, hurriedly looking around the room. Get in the wardrobe. I'll hide under the bed, said Adam, running towards the huge bed in the left corner of the room. The voices were getting closer and closer. Adam heard a familiar voice say, I'm sure it was just the wind. Can never be too sure, darling. A shiver ran through Adam's spine. Daisy. He tried to move further along the wall. Even from where he was laying, he could see the menacing flower hop towards the window. Someone's left the window open. Why would somebody do that? Daisy said calmly. Neither of them spoke for a while. I'm sure it was just a mistake, Sylvia stuttered. Funny you should say that. Remember when the front door was left completely open yesterday? If I didn't know better, I think someone was doing it on purpose. But I know I can trust you, can't I, darling? Of course, Daisy. You know I'm the right person for this. I promise I won't let one mistake ruin your plans. I will find him. Him. Who was him? Is Sylvia referring to me? Adam thought. He shook his head, waiting to hear more. "It is imperative that you bring him back, Sylvia. But let's not keep our guests waiting. We have a party to attend," Daisy said excitedly. Adam heard them walk back towards the door. Was Sylvia really working with Daisy? And did the truth lie somewhere in Daisy's home? Find out in the next episode.
Hi Avakins, we need to talk about something. It turns out that only 10% of people who watch our videos are subscribed to our channel. Please subscribe so you don't miss any content. It's free. Do the right thing. You know you want to.
Welcome to our brand new AMA segment. We really wanted to answer some of your questions we've seen on social media platforms. Our answers are not going to be scripted, so we'll be answering on the spot. Remember to keep an eye out on our social media, as we'll be putting out a post asking for questions again before our next podcast. Let's get started.
Cool. Let's kick this off. The first question comes from someone on YouTube called Maria Gostella. So they say, "I've done this Valentine's Day thing, posted it to Insta, and I didn't get my 50,000 yet. When would I get it?" I've actually seen a lot of questions, such as like this one on our Instagram page. So this is referring to the Instagram contest. I'm assuming the decorating contest that had a 50,000 Avacoin reward. Just to clarify, you actually don't get the not everyone, only the person that wins essentially gets the reward. It's not that if you post it, you automatically going to get the prize. So these all the sort of competitions that we have on our social media, it is the winners that get the reward. Not everyone that does it, just to clarify.
Yeah, a lot of the time we do find with social media that if we put a post out that if it says 50,000 Avacoins or something like that, that people don't always read what's posted in the copy below the image. So they just see 50,000 as a number and expect it to be added to their account. Just to remind you, if we were to do that for everyone, then we'd be in pretty bad state as a company. So unfortunately that's not something we can do. Okay, next question. This one's from Ariana Grande Avakins on Instagram. The question is, this is in reference to the Blasterjacks concert that we recently had. How come they get detailed faces? Okay, now this is a tech issue. Well, not a tech issue, it's just a technical thing. We try to make the event as good as it possibly can be. One of the things that we are able to do with the characters that are on the stage is give them, as you've seen, as Ariana's pointed out here, highly detailed faces. Now, this is only available for those particular models on that stage because they aren't actually Avakins. Sorry to shatter the illusion, but what they are is they're actually furniture items. So if you think of the people on the stage as chairs, it's kind of a little bit weird, but we are constantly trying to develop the technology that goes into Avakin Life. We are sometimes quite restricted by the tech that is on mobile devices, but as the technology develops, I'm sure we'll be able to introduce better and better looking Avakins.
Yeah, definitely. So next question comes from Streets718.
What a name, that's great.
Streets with a Z, just to be clear, 718 on Instagram. And they ask, why can't we wear the rings and watches at the same time?
Why can't they? Yeah.
This is a question that is actually related to the last hot topic in our last I think, it's in episode 5 of our podcast. So I'm just going to give you a quick answer here. But if you want like a full explanation, you can go to the last episode of our podcast and you understand everything. But basically this has to do with slots. So it's the way that the Avakins were built. So from a technical point of view, rings and watches belong to the same slot because Avakins are made of slots basically. And this is how they were set up. And to change that, it would take like years and years of work. So it actually is not something that we can do right now.
Okay, next one we have from Avakin Tia, TIA, on YouTube. This is a great one, actually. Could we add Billie Eilish songs to the venue?
I wish.
Yep. We love Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
and we would absolutely love for this to happen. Unfortunately, as you can expect, she does have a record label, so we will potentially need to partner with that record label in order to make a Billie Eilish concert happen. If you know her personally, please send her our direction, because we would love to talk to her, and we would love to get her in the venue.
That would be a dream come true, actually. But, you know, in the future, maybe.
Hey, potentially, if you go over there and you start posting on her social media about Avakin Life, she may see it and pop over and show some kind of interest, which would be ace.
Cool. So the next question is on Instagram, and it comes from a cute loser I.
Yeah.
Capital I guess.
So emo.
Yeah, it's actually quite funny in relation to the question that they're asking, because they say, saw the pictures people posted and they were all so much better. What is this? Just a bit of context. This question was posted in the Avakin Chinese New Year 2020 Instagram contest. So this is actually something that I wanted to address, because this happens quite a lot whenever we actually post a new contest, especially photo contests. So we always see a lot of complaints, and they usually have to do with, if we pick a winner where the picture is like really edited and it looks really good, it's sort of like, but there were so many pictures that were like, more simple, and it's like, why didn't you pick that? But sometimes we'll also pick just pictures that aren't edited at all. So yeah, the short answer to this is we want to give everyone a chance, and to us, whether the picture is edited, like heavily edited or not, it doesn't actually make a difference. We just want something that follows the theme, follows the rules, and is original, and it just looks good. So it's actually, I've seen a lot of entries when I was just scrolling through on Instagram that actually didn't follow the rules, particularly with the decoration contest. And it was actually heartbreaking, because there were so many good entries, and we just couldn't pick them because we asked you guys to have separate posts. But a lot of the entries were 10 pictures in one post, and we actually couldn't accept that, because it was it was part of the rules, so it wouldn't be fair. But yeah, it's just really sad to see so many entries that don't actually respect the rules or the theme. So make sure you actually read the post in full when we post something, because actually a lot of rules that you might not see maybe. But yeah, I think that would be pretty helpful.
Yeah, also we do get quite frustrated if people don't use the hashtags, because if you don't use those hashtags that we put in the post, we have no way of seeing it, and we feel like we miss out on so much good content because of this. Remember to always use the hashtags, because that's the only way that we can see what's going on there. Okay, Erica and Mel on YouTube. They say, who was the creator of Avakin Life? That would be a wonderful man named Hallie and his business partner Joel. Yeah, we started out developing something for PlayStation Home, for those of you that remember that. It was similar to Avakin, actually, PlayStation Home, and you could pretty much walk around and dance and do things like that, which is kind of where Avakin is. Yeah. But it wasn't on mobile, it was limited to PlayStation. Unfortunately, PlayStation Home closed down in 2013, but we already were working on Avakin. Brings us to where we are now, hosting this wonderful game with this wonderful community.
Okay, so the next question comes from Fox_play on YouTube, and they're asking, when's the next update? So we usually try to do monthly updates if you're talking about the overall theme of the game, the one that you see in the dressing room when you first go into the game in main screen. But we actually have different themes sometimes in the same update. So for example, in February we had a Valentine's theme for, I think, pretty much half of the month, but we're gonna have a more carnival samba theme kind of thing to go with the with the carnival celebrations. So that's kind of, if you think about it, that's kind of like two updates in one major theme, I guess. But yeah, it's going to be a new one, like a brand new one in March. So stay tuned.
Yeah, and it's exciting stuff. We also do, as you've seen, quite a lot of little patches and things like that to the game. If you're talking about what Sylvia mentioned there, that was actually specific to content. That was a content update. Functionality or features, like for example, when we added the fashion game, when we added backpack slots, that kind of stuff, we're constantly working on those. We only really talk about the ones that are actually relevant to you guys. So it just keep an eye on our social media. You'll find out when. And to be honest, I don't know the answer to that part about the features. It's just something to get excited about though, because we've got a lot of really good content coming in 2020. Okay, dash M dash on YouTube. Can we have more options when you view the profile? Like way more options? Answer to that is potentially. We need to know what you would like to see. It's a little bit vague, this question, but you may have noticed someone called Lockwood Allison pop into Reddit from time to time. She kind of drives the project with regards to the profile screen, so if you do have any suggestions, please leave them on Reddit. She checks that every single day. Yep. Specifically for profile screen suggestions and also for fashion game suggestions. So if you head over there, we'll see them and potentially put them into the game.
So next question comes from Stessa112 on YouTube. They say, hi, my question is, will you add more jobs? Have a nice day. Thank you. Hope you're having a nice day as well. So yeah, the short answer to this is yes, we would like to add more jobs. This it kind of depends on what you mean by this. So it's in terms of just more jobs like the ones that we already have. As we mentioned in the Avakin News part of the podcast, there is currently a new job live in Shelley's Diner. So if you fancy a change of scenery, you might enjoy that. But in terms of developing new types of jobs or mini game type of thing, that might take a little bit longer, and it's not at the top of our priority list right now. But yeah, keep leaving suggestions, and yeah, you never know, might happen sooner rather than later.
Okay, final question. Okay, so Jad JZ on YouTube asks, how do you select official Avakin content creators and how to become one? Okay, so this is a little bit tricky. It's going to be difficult to explain, but what we generally tend to do is trawl the community every single day, looking for new community talent to feature on our main social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If we are looking for a specific project for our official channels, then what we generally tend to do is see if that fits any of our current content creators that we have set up as permanent feature creators. If it doesn't, we will look at the content that's currently in the community and try and find someone to match. A recent example of this is we were looking for some kind of content for Instagram that was like a multi-page kind of brochure thing. Avakin Closet, if you've seen that. Dale, as you know from the community, a wonderful person. We noticed that they have the talent for this kind of thing, so we approached them, and when we approached them, they actually suggested that they made Avakin Closet for us, which was kind of a coincidence because that was kind of why we'd noticed them anyway, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, the best way to become a content creator for Avakin Life is just to work as hard as you can on making really cool content. Get your own social media channels, views and follows and things like that up. Keep using the correct hashtags. So we've got Avakin Edits, we've got Avakin Fashion, we've got Avakin Photography. I am Avakin, as you can see behind me. All the relevant hashtags there, and hopefully, if we're looking for you and it's the right place at the right time, we'll find you.
Hey you! You ready to rock? Then go to the venue, discover new bands, and come mosh to new music every day and night. The only place to rock!
from Start Style and around the world. This is Avakin News.
Okay, so welcome to Avakin News. Woo! So first off, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about our most recent releases. As always, you'll find pictures above. I don't know where exactly, but they'll pop up somewhere. I think somewhere like here. Yeah. Cool. So let's talk about some highlights from last week's releases. So as you know, we do releases on Tuesdays and Fridays. So for the Tuesday release, it was something that I was personally really, really excited about, and it was the Freckles and Beauty Marks by Flawless. So that was something that you guys have been wanting for so long, and we were so excited to finally be able to release it for you. So we hope you enjoyed that. We also had the new Dolly Bop Jump and Jive collection. And to go with that theme, we had some 1950s style dances and poses, which were really, really cool. All of these combined are perfect for the new social spot, Shelley's Diner, which is still available. On the Friday release, we still went with the 1950s theme, and we released a Marilyn Monroe-inspired animation set, which is awesome. We also released a Valentine's-themed poodle petkin, which looked really, really cute.
It's so rad.
It had some like pink love hearts on top, so yeah, it's really cute. So let's go on to this week. So on Tuesday, we released the Cosmos Heart of Gold collection, which included some rich red velvet capes and some sort of some outfits with delicate gold detailing. It was all, yeah, pretty cool. We also released some Samba Carnival outfits with a carnival dance and a pose to go with them. On Friday, we released the wonderful Winter Mansion. I am not entirely sure that this is the name that we are going for, but at the time of this recording, this is the name that we have. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. We are also going to be releasing some to still go with the carnival theme. We're releasing some Brazilian street food, and we are also going to be releasing two separate collections. One for males and one for females. We're having the full soft heat collection, which includes hair, shoes, tops and shorts, and they're warm tones. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And we also have the full Viper collection for males. We might have icons for these, so yeah, take a look.
Awesome. Let's talk about events. Mm-hmm. Valentine's Day celebrations are over, but our carnival bot starts today.
Woo!
That's Friday the 21st, and it's going to be crazy. There's going to be carnival themed items in the mystery box, and loads of really cool carnival themed stuff, basically. We're also going to be taking part in Game Blast this year. We're not doing a live stream like we have done in previous years, but what we will be doing is we're going to be doing a special IAP bundle, which includes furniture, a petkin, plus a floating Game Blast heart, which is like a head item. For those of you that don't know, Game Blast is a yearly event that's put on by the wonderful charity Special Effect, and people from the community can pretty much do live streams and gaming marathons and things like that. So we encourage any activities that you can do around this to raise money for Special Effect. If it's not something that you're not too keen on and you just want to help out, by all means purchase the bundle. It's a charity bundle, so the money goes to them. Also, you can now work in the new social spot, Shelley's Diner. That's awesome as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, we also have a new Instagram photo contest about the carnival event up on our page right now, so you have a chance, as always, to win some Ava coins. So this time it will be 25,000 Ava coins. So yeah, make sure you grab your friends, celebrate, take part in the events that we have going on in Avakin, and yeah, you have a chance to win the prize.
Yeah, if you're not following us on Instagram, it's at Avakin Official. Just give us a search. We're also on TikTok and all of the other major platforms as well. Also, we have a poll up on our YouTube at the moment asking whether you're more interested in the podcast that we're doing right now, or you'd like to see more of the live stream content that we used to do before. Please go and vote, or tell us what you think by leaving a comment down below in the comments to this particular video. We're open to suggestions for things to add to the podcast, so if you've got any cool ideas, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah. Whilst we're on this subject, I also want to talk about some of the new series that we have on our YouTube channel and some of the ones that we have on our Instagram channel as well. So as you guys know, we are currently working with 18 featured creators, each of whom comes up with new and unique ideas pretty much every week. So we have a lot of YouTube series and Instagram series now going on as well. We've got some content on our TikTok page as well now. So for YouTube, one of the series that I really like right now, it's the Alanis World series created by the wonderful Avakin Alanis, and it's an interactive series which we've never actually done anything like this before, so we're pretty excited to launch it. We're now on episode 6. But it's really exciting because you basically get to choose how the story goes. So I won't give away any of the details or tell you anything, but it is pretty exciting. So yeah, you can get involved and see if you've made the right choice. Okay, so a new series that we have on Instagram right now, it's Dale Avakin's Style Swap. So this is one that I'm also really excited about because Dale basically swaps styles with another Avakin editor, and you can see some really cool edits. Both of them also give you editing tips and tell you how to achieve sort of the edits that they work on. So because Dale is a really talented editor, and so are the people that he collaborates with, as well as loads of other people, loads of the other Avakin editors. So if you want to be featured, make sure that you leave a comment down below and on Instagram as well. So Dale can see that, and maybe you'll be featured. Another series that's actually on our Instagram TV. So we're working on Instagram TV a lot more now because there's so many cool videos that we can't post on Instagram because
they're over a minute pretty much.
Yeah, because of 1 minute limit. So yeah, we don't want to limit ourselves and our creators. So Bunny Avakin has come up with a new series called Capsule Wardrobe. So basically she focuses on one item of clothing in each series, and she finds different and really cool ways to style it. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Also on our Instagram TV is a series from Kimmy Ava, and this one also involves editing. So it's pretty awesome because you actually get to see her edit Avakins literally from the start to you get to see the finished product. So yeah, she'll tell you the tools that you need to use and just everything that you need to know to become an editor yourself, which I think is pretty awesome. So yeah, these are just some of the series that we have on our platforms right now. But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It's really exciting stuff. Also, we're trying really hard to showcase loads of your work as well. So if you do have any edits that you're particularly proud of, please tag Play Avakin on your posts when you post them, and we'll try to share as many as we can.
As well as Avakin edits.
Yeah, as well as Avakin edits. #Avakin edits. Thanks to everyone for joining us today and hanging out with us to the very end. We hope you enjoyed the content we had planned for you today.
Yeah, and remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, BK, TikTok, Twitter, Mixer, and Twitch and YouTube, as you'll find exclusive content on each of these platforms.
Whilst you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you get notified whenever we post a new video or any other updates. Make sure you check that notification bell too. Bye for now.
Bye.